What's up, guys? In this tutorial, I will show you how to resize an image without stretching it, a super useful technique for maintaining the integrity of important visual elements in a photo. When you transform a layer in Photoshop, you often end up stretching the image's contents. Holding Shift while resizing can help keep the proportions intact, but that doesn't solve the problem when resizing. For example, a landscape photo into a 9:16 portrait aspect ratio. To do that while preserving key elements in the image, you need to use the Content-Aware Scale tool. First, start by duplicating your layer to work on non-destructively. You can do this by right-clicking the layer in the Layers panel and selecting Duplicate Layer. Once duplicated, disable the original background layer to keep it untouched. Now, go to the Edit menu and select Content-Aware Scale. This tool lets you resize an image while protecting important visual information such as people, buildings, or objects. However, if you stretch the image too far at this point, Photoshop may be distorting the wrong pixels, which ruins the quality of the photo. To avoid this, you need to tell Photoshop exactly which pixels to protect. To do that, make a selection of the important elements in your image. Use any selection tool you prefer. For this example, I will use the lasso tool. Freehand a selection around the first key element, like a person or object. If you have multiple important elements, hold Shift and drag another selection around the second element. In this case, let's say it's the Eiffel Tower. Once you've made your selection, go to the Select menu and choose Save Selection. This lets you name your selection for easy reference. Once saved, you can deselect your selection by pressing Ctrl and D on Windows or Command and D on a Mac. Next, crop the image to the desired 9:16 portrait aspect ratio. Select the Crop tool. Set the aspect ratio to 16:9 and click the double-sided arrows to swap it to portrait. Before committing the crop, make sure the Delete Cropped Pixels option is unchecked. This ensures no pixels are permanently deleted from your image. Once everything looks good, commit the crop by pressing Enter or clicking the checkmark in the toolbar. Now, go back to the Content-Aware Scale tool by selecting it from the Edit menu. In the Options bar at the top, you will see a Protect drop-down menu. Select the saved selection you just created. This tells Photoshop to safeguard the elements within that selection while you resize the image. When you start scaling the image now, you will notice that Photoshop no longer distorts the protected areas. Both the woman and the Eiffel Tower remains intact as you resize the photo to fit the new aspect ratio. This method ensures that the two most important visual elements in the image are preserved while resizing. And that's it. You've successfully resized your image without stretching it or distorting its key elements. I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions and see you in the next one.